So there's Mont Blanc Individuel. And what we're doing is, this is just a walkthrough of Burlington's section of fragrances. So my camera work is kind of bad because I don't do this thing a whole lot. So hopefully it turns out alright. But yeah, there's Kenneth Cole Black. I have Black Bold. $10 is a decent price for that, I think. But I have Black Bold and it's really citrusy and fresh. So, and I've smelled Black. Black is really good too. $12.99 for Linen Vetiver. Banana Republic fragrances. That's usually they're really good. I like them. Perry Ellis. I don't know why, but oh, and this is Davidoff Essentials, which I've never heard of that. But for $25. There is Guess Noir. Guess makes some really good fragrances. Like for the $20 that you can get them for, you know. And then there's another Guess fragrance, Mont Blanc Presence. I have that, but I have a big bottle of it. I have Presence Cool. Come to think about it, I've never smelled Presence, and I would love to get that. I would love to get the scent, but I don't have $60. I didn't have any money to buy anything anyway. I was just looking through this stuff since me and Leslie went. A Hummer fragrance, and I figured right now would be a good time. Star Walker, $20. I have Star Walker Extreme, but I've never smelled Star Walker. And then Kenneth Cole, I think that was Mankind. What was that? $15, $14.99, I think it was. But yeah, they didn't have the selection. They didn't have as much stuff as I thought Burlington was going to. You know, it actually surprised me. So, because they had more stuff back in the summer. But Guess Tobacco and something. See, I went through some of these way too fast. I should have went through them slower. But $26.99 Mont Blanc Legend Night. I've been wanting to try that. If I would have had the money to be able to just spend on cologne, I would have bought that. But Burberry Brit for him. I should have focused in on the price tag on that, but yeah, see, and then they have some women's gift sets and everything. But then what's that? Mont Blanc Legend, which Mont Blanc Legend is a Creed Aventus clone, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. I've never smelled it before, but Versace Eau Fresh, Eau Fresh. And then there is, there's a bunch of other stuff too. Guess Home Red. I've been wanting to try that, but $19.99 for the spray and the actual perfume. Vince Camuto. I like the Vince Camuto fragrance that I have. I really like it. What is it? Virtue. Yeah. Camera, $32.99. That's a decent price. I've been wanting to try Lattafa Camera, and I should have bought it, but I didn't. Like an idiot. I pass up on a lot of fragrances. Kenneth Cole Black gift set. Then we have a Diesel gift set. That's another fragrance that I don't have any of is Diesel. So I'd like to get a Diesel fragrance, but not like, I'd like to get one that I haven't smelled, just blind by it, you know. That's what, like, the overwhelming majority of my fragrances are. Coach Green. I've never smelled that. Well, yeah, I did. I think I smelled that at the, what's it called? At a store called Bilk that my daughter was working at. There's another, I think that's another Guess fragrance, $22.99. Yeah. Like I said, Guess, the Guess is worth the money. Look at that. See, I'm still wearing my old raggedy shoes. Even though I got all those new even though I got a bunch of shoes that are brand new, $29.99. I don't know. I can't get myself to wear them. Mont Blanc, Explorer. And I hate the way they put the tags on the bottom of some of these. Like, it should be an automatic that they put the tag on the top of all of them. Because the only way you're going to see it, if it's at the bottom, if it's a smaller box to where it has more room, to move, to where you can get the space in the box to see it. And it sucks that all these things are in boxes because they used to not be, but damn thieves want to ruin everything for everybody. So it's ridiculous. I can't stand a thief. I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand a thief. A thief and a liar, man, because you can't trust either one of them. You can't trust either one of them, and it sucks that when they're around, like, you can have a liar around you, and even if they're telling the truth, you can't believe them because if they're always lying. So so it's easier just to tell the truth. If you're a person, if you're telling somebody something, no matter what the reason, it's probably best. If it's one of those situations where it might be best to lie, it's still a good thing to tell the truth. Now, I'm not saying go snitching on people. I'm not saying nothing like that. But, if you're in, like, don't just lie to be lying and all that, because then people can't believe a damn thing you say. Messy Sport, I've never tried that. $24.99, I guess that might be a decent price. I don't know what the way prices are now, yeah. But yeah, I can't stand a liar, because if I catch you in the lie, no matter what you lied to me for, now I can't trust what you say. So, Versace, man, they had a lot of stuff, man. Burlington is my favorite store to get fragrances at. It's my favorite rag store. I like Marshall's too, but Burlington usually has the best selection of, I go to Ross. I've went to a place called Beals, or Beals, however you pronounce it, but I went to Beals, I went to Ross, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Burlington, one or two other stores, but Burlington they always, or almost always, they are the best, and they have the best selection. So, now that looks like an interesting fragrance, but it says Eau de Cologne, so I don't know if I'd even buy that. I think it was called Distillery General or something like that. I don't know if I'd buy them because, an Eau de Cologne, which sometimes they last a whole lot, sometimes they don't last for shit. But it's just like Eau de Parfums. Some Eau de Parfums don't last at all either. Cypress Cedar, I'd like to get that, because y'all know I like Banana Republic fragrances, and I think I only have one that I don't like, or not, and it's not even that I don't like it, it's just, it's Banana Republic. I think it's called the M. It's just, it smells cheap, so it smells like a $20 fragrance, because a lot of fragrances, that's that Terra, Vince Camuto, I'd like to get that. Sexy Secret, those are good, which, come to think about it, I can't find my Sexy Secret by John Mark Bree. I knew I had another one, and I can't find it. I'm going to have to really look for it, because now that I'm thinking about it, either I put it somewhere, or somebody stole that damn thing. So, I don't know. And there's my shit right there, Tommy. That CKB is good. See, that's another Hugo Boss that I'd like to try. There's another Guess fragrance. But yeah, CKB, man, I like those. I like the CK fragrances there. The Calvin Klein fragrances, they're good. Banana Republic, what was that? See what I'm talking about? My camera skills kind of sucked. So, next video, they'll get better. they'll get a lot better next video. But maybe I should do a little bit of bottle tapping while I do this. And look at the Toy Story fragrance. Toy Story. Got Coach Blue. Coach Blue. Yeah, and what I'm doing the cap sounds with is a bottle of Midnight Birch. Midnight Birch by Dr. Squatch. Really good fragrance. Dr. Squatch does. They make really good fragrances. I like them. They're not bad at all. Not bad at all. Perry Ellis Red Sky. Yeah, Perry Ellis, man. I'd like to try one, but they're not appealing enough to me to where when I go to get a fragrance, even if I'm just strictly looking for a cheap fragrance, CK All I really want to try, but yeah, they're not a good enough. Perry Ellis isn't appealing enough to me to buy it. Now maybe if I seen one that I've kind of been wanting to try and I didn't see anything else, I'd buy it, but yeah, they don't appeal to me. Christian Ronaldo, or at least not enough to buy one when I see all the other fragrances. That's another one, Christian Ronaldo. I wouldn't mind trying, but it's not that big of a deal. Metal Rain is a Banana Republic fragrance I've wanted to get, but for some reason I haven't gotten it. But yeah, say that their selection isn't as good as I thought it would be for this time of year, but then again, people could have bought a whole bunch of them too on top of it, so there is that. And then what fragrance is that? Oh, another Boss bottle, the scent. And then we have another Guess fragrance, Guess Womo. Never tried that one. I've only smelled a few Guess fragrances, but they're worth it, I find them to be pretty worth it. Kenneth Cole. Man, and I like the Kenneth Cole fragrances. Salvatore Ferragamo. I don't remember what that one. Okay. Whenever I was editing it, the first round, it didn't show me as much. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, Distillery General. Say they're Eau de Cologne. If they were EDT. Juniper, berry, bergamot. But yeah. And what I should have done, Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren Sport for $29.99. Mark Echo, man, I got that fragrance. That would be a good gift for $10 if you Cold Water for $16.99. Granted, it's a smaller bottle. Versace L'Homme. I've never smelled that. But yeah, that's a good fragrance right there. And especially for like the 15 to 10 to 12 to 15 bucks that it's priced. And then Defy, I want to try Defy. But yeah, I should have looked down at the bottom a lot better. Safari, that's an old school fragrance, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Like back in the day fragrance. And that trips me out, a Toy Story fragrance. Like, I bet you it wouldn't last for shit. But I find that as an interesting fragrance. Okay, I did have to stop recording this audio because of a plane. Jean-Marc Paris, copying Jean-Paul Gaultier. There's a Mont Blanc Explorer. Yeah, see at the bottom. That Halston, man, I want to try that Halston, but that Halston C14 stinks so bad. I'm afraid that is going to stink too, because I would like to see if it's just the Halston C14 that is the only one that smells like that, because it smells horrible. That's another Banana Republic I'd like to try. Cordovan or Cordovan, however you pronounce it. Curve, one of the OGs. Love Curve. Yeah, Curve is another one that's one of my favorite fragrances. Great gym scent, you know. Hugo Reverse, that's a good scent. I got that. Lodizzy. So, man, what I need to do is look through the women's fragrances one day, but, you know, since I don't wear women's fragrances, I don't really look through them, and I don't have many women that listen to the channel, so, but here's a Latava gift set for women, right there. Tell you what, it's cold in this house. But yeah, maybe I should start looking through more and doing more with the women's fragrances, just for the few women that do listen. Like, I could just buy samples and stuff like that when I get back to making money. Eclair, that's one that I'd like to try. I can't remember. I think that's a unisex fragrance, that Eclair. But, and then that one Coach, I should have looked at it better. I think that was a Coach. I think that was a Coach gift set. But, and then right when I was about to stop, or I did stop, and then I noticed this. The Gold Honey Oud by John Mark Marie. But yeah, I bet that Gold Honey Oud would have been real good. Especially for $12, because the John Mark Marie, theirs usually are worth it, you know. I'm surprised they don't go for more. But I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Y'all take it easy, and peace.